Hustle harder, hustle smarter, book summary. Let's do it. Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. You may know him as the guy that got shot 9 times and used that as his great backstory to create a kick butt album, Get Rich or Die Tryin', which launched his career. From there, he's been a bit of a busy guy. He produced a few more albums, won a lot of awards. One of them includes a Grammy, became a minority shareholder of this little drink called vitamin water, who got sold to Coca-Cola, and rumor has it he got a couple of $100 million from it. Nice payday, bud. Wrote a book with super thinker Robert Greene called The 50th Law. Executive produced a pretty darn good show, Power. And now comes Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. Curtis's next endeavor is like the perfect drink in the club. I couldn't resist. It's one part self-development and another part biography. And I gotta tell you, this book has more shocks than a mountain bike shop. Without further ado, let's hustle in and get straight to it. Here are the top 5 big ideas from Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter. Big idea numero uno, resilience. As I call him Fiddy, he's a pretty deep guy. And one of the things he really believes in is that challenges are one of the many constants in life. And as a part of the challenges, setbacks will come with it. And there's really no point in dwelling or hosting your own pity party, bathing in misery, because that's not gonna get you ahead. And also the streets, no one cares. And what's even worse is if you spend too much time there may be bad repercussions. So to overcome this, Fiddy has internalized this one line. Are you ready for it? I'll get it back on the next one. Woo, powerful. This one simple line is reassuring yourself that there will be a next time and that we should just learn from whatever happened and make it up in the future. Solid, am I right? Roll fist bump. Big idea number 2, discipline. Fiddy doesn't smoke or even drink. Yeah. In another story, Fiddy does say that he is all down for just buying drinks up for everybody, popping champagne, but when the drinks are served all around, he makes a special request for his to be a ginger ale. So yes, it would look like a champagne, but really he's just having a little ginger ale treat. Why would he do something like this? He's a very, very disciplined person, and he knows that he needs every advantage so that he's not off of his game. So substance abuse of any type, nada, not on the table. Way to go, Fiddy. Big idea number 3, perception. Perception is reality. That's what Fiddy believes. And go figure, he's a masterful communicator. His whole ascension has been about the visual brand that's around him. Allow me to give you an example of what he means. Before Fiddy had any record deals, he was hustling, and he somehow managed to find out that Jam Master Jay frequents this really bumpin' New York club called Bentley. And so what he wanted to do is he wanted to have a chance encounter with Jam Master Jay. Fiddy lucked out and he drove up in a borrowed Mercedes 400 SE. Pretty good looking, classy car. And at the time, Jam Master was walking around and he mistaken the car for his friends. So as he knocked on the window, no, Kenny Anderson wasn't there. It was our boy, Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. They engaged in conversation. Jam Master Jay apologized. He mistaken his car for Kenny's car. But as they started talking, they built that rapport. And before you know it, Jam Master Jay brought 50 Cent into the club, and so history was made. 50 Cent locked down his first deal. The perception that 50 was already successful and he had something going on, that Jam Master Jay would have given him the time of day. And 50 even put it really, really well. He said, any other guy, any other girl that walked up to him, just walked, would have been turned away. But the fact that 50 had the car broke through. So perception is reality, and I do agree with him because we live in a fast society. People are visual creatures, and they'll size you up instantly the way they see you. Visually communicate what you want others to perceive you as. Big idea number 4, bank. And sure, we could be talking about making bank, but what Fiddy's actually talking about is the banking system where you have deposits and withdrawals. And this is all about your relationships. Having a positive bank balance means depositing, meaning always giving into your relationships and always adding value. Withdrawals is asking for favors. And Fiddy talks a lot about, as he became more successful, a lot of his relationships came out of the woodwork and they were just making withdrawals. Barely any deposits, they were trying to get a line of credit so that they can get that next hand-me-down. It was all about the gimme, 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 we were friends once, gimme, gimme. Not like there's anything wrong with withdrawals, but you have to build that credibility up. You have to make enough deposits in order to not ruin that relationship and default or even ask for any social loans. You know what I mean? And if you're wondering, deposits, like what could I possibly give to a friend or my relationships or to my contacts if I don't have any money myself? It's not even about that. It's about being there for them, giving them advice, showing support. And oftentimes it's actually that, just time. Giving that time to somebody to help them. So make more deposits by spending time. And final big idea, number 5, adversity. If you follow 50 Cent, you probably know he's not one to shy away from controversy, rocking the boat, or creating beef with other people, not even in hip hop. And he admits that why he does that, it allows him to excel and become a better version of himself. He loves the competitiveness. In his words, iron sharpens iron. An example of this is when critics or the general market was comparing his show, Power, to that of Empire. Similar theme, had a predominantly black cast, but the clever Curtis 50 Cent Jackson said, listen, I know that if I have my show compared to another black show, it will be labeled. So instead what he did was he ruffled a few feathers into a completely different market, and he compared Power to that of Game of Thrones. You might be thinking, different audiences. Fiddy is a genius. He knows that he needs to get the attention amongst the market, so when he claims that on social media, there's gonna be some chatter, and that only elevates the profile of his show. Well done, Fiddy. Shoot for the moon, land amongst the stars. And now, a recap. Top 5 big ideas. First one, resilience. I'll get it back on the next one. Number 2, discipline. Stick to what makes you an A player. For Fiddy, that's all about being clean and in control of any substance that enters the temple. Big idea number 3, perception. Visually communicate how you want others to perceive you. Big idea number 4, bank. Make more deposits. Bring more value to your relationships. At the very minimum, devoting your time to helping them. And that way, when you do end up making a withdrawal, it'll be that much more well accepted. Big idea number 5, adversity. Very much like looping into number 1 in resilience, use adversity to your advantage. 50 Cent uses it to gain attention. You may use it as a motivating factor to get to the next step. And that's it. Those were the 5 big ideas from Hustle Harder, Hustle Smarter by our boy Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. If you read the book, what are the tips that you pulled in? There were a lot of them. So list them off in the comment section below. If you haven't checked out the book, what would you like to know more of? What are some of the tips that you think 50 would have talked about that maybe you need some context or stories for? Questions? Comment section below. While you're here, every thumbs up is a thumbs up for all the hard workers out there who hustle hard and hustle smart. And if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and check out that bell because we got more of these great summaries and reviews coming right at you. My name is Truman. Thank you again so much for checking out this video. I'll check you in the next one.